And hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today we will be taking a look at compressing and extracting files. Now I will just be looking at tar.gz files. There are ways to extract .zip files and .7z files. There are a lot of ways. I'm just showing the bare basics on which you can build up your knowledge more. Now I already have a document I want to compress, so I can just go into document, CD. And if I ls here, as you can see, I have a compress me folder which I want to compress. In fact, I'm going to move that compress me folder to the desktop. Or let me just open up Nemo. Then we can switch from here. I can show you how it's getting compressed. So here in Documents, we have a folder called compress me, and in here there's just the MPV and YouTube DL files. Now, if we want to compress it into a .tar file, we can just go tar, and you can even man tar if you want, so man tar, and it will just tell you an archiving utility. So we can go tar. Okay, and just take note, you can also do this like inside your file manager. You should have an option if you right click, compress, and if it's already compressed you can extract it. You should have it, but sometimes you don't want to use the file manager, or you maybe just don't like using the file manager, or you just don't have a file manager, whichever floats your boat. So then we can go -c. -c stands for create, so it creates a new file, because we're going to compress it and then create a new file. -v, this is optional. The V is optional because it's only verbose. It only shows you the process of compressing. You don't have to have it there. And then F is to allow you to specify a new file name. So we can then go, let's say, compressed.tar, and then we can just say compressed me. So first you put in your new name that you want, and as you can see it's .tar, and then you say the folder or file you want to compress. Then if you press enter, then here this -v allows you to see what it is compressing at the moment. And right here there's the compressed.tar file. If we actually open this in the file manager, as you can see there's a compress me folder, and inside of here is MPV and YouTube DL. Now of course you could have done the same thing by going here and saying compressed, and in here you could even choose what you want. Of course you can just use their alternatives, for example man zip. Zip is the same thing, it allows you to zip files, you know, basically the same thing, and you could like give it a name and whatnot. And let's say we delete this now, delete. Now here this compressed.tar, you can either say here extract, or you can go here and extract it from here. So we can then go something such as tar-x for extract, so easy to remember, -z, which usually allows you to, this is for if it's a tar.gz file, then you can use -z, but in this case we're currently only working with tar, so we can just go we don't have to use that. V is for verbose, yet again just optional, and F is to give it a file name. So then here you have to put in the new the already file name, so compress.tar, and then I'm just going to go compressed me. So this is the folder inside of compress.tar. So first you give the tar and then you give the compress, and here you give the name that you want to compress into and then what you want to compress. So this is what you want to decompress and to what you want to decompress it to. As you can see, here the verbose showed me what it did, and here in compress me, everything is now there. Note the folder name, this one is recommended to be the folder name inside of compress. If you press tab, it should autocomplete it for you, but this is more so. Now where was I? Oh yeah, so as you can see it's in there, but it will autocomplete it for you if you press tab. Now I'm going to show you how to compress it to a tar.gz, because a lot of times you'll see it in a tar.gz. So then we can go tar, and then yet again we can say C for compress, ZF zvf, so we can see what's happening. We can even remove f if we want, or v if we want, and you can say compress me.tar.gz and then compress _me, and this will create a compress me.tar.gz file, and it's basically the same as a tar. I don't know what the difference really is, but it's the same thing. And if you want to extract it, same commands, so we can actually just go like that, but instead of C we can just go X, and boom, here it extracted it. So yeah, that's how to work with tars. Of course, if you don't want to compress it into a .tar, you want to compress it into a .zip or a .7z or a .iso, whatnot, then you will have to use their respective functions if they exist. So you have zip probably pre-installed. I don't know if you have, is 7z even a thing? 7z? Yeah, so 7z is probably also already installed. We can just go man, an archiver with high compression ratio format. And yeah, so on and so forth. That is basically how you compress files and folders and decompress them in a basic manner. If you want to know more about this, feel free to go search it up or check out the man page. Thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed and learned something new, and see you all.